everybody, Diane here. It's time for our bird a day keeps the blues away. Well, the blues haven't gone away completely because today I'm going to be squeezing out a little bit of Arteza Sky Blue Gouache. Just for the sake of it, I'm going to then have another colour of blue, which is ultramarine, and I'm going to put that in the same dish. As you can see, I tried this out earlier with greens, and then the third colour, I think probably Prussian blue. We will do. We might need a little bit of yellow, but then that will make it go greenish. So let's try those three colours. And this is going to be a journey of exploration. These Arteza gouache, they're not as expensive as the De La Rani, which I've got a set of running out now. I probably need to get some more soon. But they seem to be pretty good. So we're going to give those a try. So this is what the set looks like that I've got. I think it's 12. Yeah, 12, no, 24, because there's a whole bunch more underneath. I'd forgotten about them. Yeah, so the reds and browns, I suppose, are underneath. Yeah, all the neutrals and the greens and things. Anyway, I've got the three colours I wanted, which is the three that are on top. Pop. And let's do a blue bird. Pop that over there. Earlier I did this one, so I'm going to do it in blue now. So let's turn to the page 3 of our Viviva sketchbook and pick up some water. And I'm going to use actually a fairly big brush for this. This is a size 9 round. It's not what you'd call huge, but I think it's a little bit more generous than the size 7, which I did have in my hand. Or, I'll tell you what, let's do something different. Shall I try a Vinci? I've got a Vinci brush here, which I haven't used for, so long, I don't know. Shall I risk it? Okay, let's go for it. Let's pick up some blue. Let's paint a circle. Let's add some darker blue, some mid blue, some more light blue. And at this point I sit down and we're going to put in a beak here. It's a little bit dry, so just water that down a little bit. There we go. And I'm just going to change the shape a little bit like that. And then we're going to do a tail. So we're just going to put some really nice, spontaneous strokes in there, and then some beautiful, spontaneous strokes for the wing. And there we are. So we have our bird. Let's make his beak a little bit bigger. And put a join there. Then we'll pick up some dark blue and we'll pop in his eye. We'll give him a light in his eye later. Put a couple more darks in his tail. Now we have to do his legs. And I'm just going to draw his legs right down to the bottom of the paper because I did him a little bit low. So we'll just give him 2 nice legs with, of course, knees, because birds don't have knees there, but these ones do. So there we are. And let's put him standing on some ground. Let's go for some pale blue. I always recommend, if you want to loosen up, use a bigger brush than you feel comfortable with. Okay. Then I'm going to grab my pen. I've got a 0.8 here. And I'm just going to make that work, hopefully. Excuse me while I give it some scritchy scratches. Stem, leaves, flower. Stem, leaves, flower, And one more for balance. See how easy this would be to do with children? Then keeping sort of somewhat outside the paint, because it's not really what you'd call dry yet, we go round our bird and give him an interesting outline. And now we have to wait a little bit. If we're going to put squirrelies on the outside like this, we can start putting those on straight away. Because the paper obviously is dry. But if we want to work on the inside, we have to wait for it to actually dry. So if it's dry, it's fine. It dries pretty quickly. We can put some spirals and some lines, or whatever you like in there. You could put a nice heart or two. And then what we need to do also is to give him a light in his eye. So I'm looking for my white pen. There we are. And then shall we paint the leaves in green? And the flowers in yellow, like that. And there we are, another little birdie. So I think that'll do for now. I might want to put some nice little blue dots on his chest. Perhaps some darker ones there too. This is different painting with gouache. Although it's watercolor, like I said before, it's opaque, so you can paint over things, which you can't do with transparent watercolor very easily, or at least what you can do is a bit of a different process. But I do recommend that you give it a try. It's not expensive if you buy these Arteza sets, and they're fine, as I have just discovered trying this one out. It's absolutely fine. And remember what we said, if you don't like your painting, keep going. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to let that dry, and if I don't like what I've done, I'll come back in and alter it slightly. I think possibly I might need some white there, but I'm going to have to let it dry. But there we are. That's my bird for the day. I'm off to have tea now. So don't forget, like and subscribe, and take part in this daily challenge by going hashtag, what is it, Tamsin?
Paintabirdaday.
Paintabirdaday. It's difficult, isn't it? And I'll see you around. Bye, everybody. Bye for now.